been a good week of preparation so far, and got another day and a half here, and we'll be anxious and ready to play. So looking forward to it.
Coach Cleesdale said yesterday that you've kind of gone back to basics with the secondary a little bit this week, done some training camp drills and stuff. Is that out of the ordinary for this time of the year, or is it something you've tried before? Or?
No, I think we have fundamental periods every day in practice, every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm sorry, every Tuesday, Wednesday. We always have fundamental, and there's always things you have to hit, and you can't get too far away from it. But yeah, we went back to a few things to retrain them a bit. And just, if anything, all these drills, a lot of times it's just points of emphasis and just overemphasize what we need them to do.
Can you tell those guys confidence is still good at this point?
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be ready to play.
Mark, all the players we talked to this week seemed like they were on the same page again. They said they're back to, practice has been more serious for them this week. Did you feel like your message to them early in the week really stuck?
I do, but I also think our guys responded the way I knew we would. Again, nobody in this business, and if you watch college football, you don't intend to do that. So there's nothing intentional about them, but that's why we're constantly on them all the time. And sometimes it gets redundant. They get tired of hearing it, and they have to have the leadership within the group to make sure that doesn't happen. And that's the million-dollar question, to always know when that's going to happen and when you're going to go play the way that you're not so proud of. And so I think this group has pride in what they're doing, and again, I know what the final score was, and I'm not happy about it, but it wasn't like everything was trashed. We just got to not have any lapses and to not have any quarters or series or plays where we're not playing at our best. And I think the group has some pride in what they're doing, and hopefully it'll carry over to Saturday.
Is Mike Edwards going to be available Saturday?
Yes.
Does them not having John Kelly change anything on your end?
No, it really doesn't. It doesn't, because their other backs are like him in the receiving aspect of it, and that's where Kelly was so good, and the other guys are good receiving tailbacks as well.
How do you think Jordan Jones played in his first game back?
He was a little rusty. He knows that. He was a little sloppy, but the same instincts, the same quickness. But when you're missing reps and missing time, I hope he'll play a lot better this week.
A lot of people are writing the Tennessee obit before the season even ends. Is that something that you guys have writing the obit? That their season's already over. They're not. They're in the toilet. Do you have to talk to your guys about ignoring all of that stuff?
We don't talk about them and what their mental state is. I would have no idea what they're at. It's really always about us and what our attitude and our preparation, and so no, I really don't discuss that at all. It's about us, and if we didn't play so well the last week individually, then I think we got to have enough pride about ourselves to come back and play well. And collectively as a group, I know it's that way, and I feel it this week.
How do you see Benny deal with maybe not putting up the numbers that he had hoped for before the year, just from an attitude? And
how has he done? Yeah, it seems good. I'm sure there's frustration, but anybody that's had success, and a lot of the offensive players, they want the ball, and defensive guys want to make tackles and interceptions, but it's always within the framework of the team and the team's success. But I'm sure there's some individual frustration, but that's not out of the ordinary. Any competitor will have that and want to do well for himself and for the team. So I haven't seen anything from like that.
Are there any? It's a weird question. Are there any concerns with the weather? It's supposed to be 40 degrees. Your first cold game, maybe raining.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I definitely think about that.
Anything you can do to address it?
I mean, we've been outside all week, obviously, and we got, it was cold, so we got, we didn't get any wet rain or anything, but we got some cold weather yesterday. But I don't know what you can do other than just go about your business.
You said Monday night that you kind of feel sorry for the players these days that have to, get on social media after the game and see everything. Did you have to remind them at all this week about what to do and what not to do on social media?
What I mean by that is is their confirmation comes from social media instead of their team or their coaches, and maybe, people don't always see everything that we see. Maybe you dumb luck into something, or maybe somebody thinks they did really poorly when they did some really good things, and that's what I mean by that you know, everything's so instant. You can't wait until we review the film to see who the players of the game were and who all did well, and you know, maybe if somebody did something real bad, then they got to hear about it, and it's just part of our life, and it's part of their life now. So you know, we always touch on social media. I mean, we don't dwell on it. It is what it is. Our guys understand that, but that doesn't mean they're perfect. You know, you see it all the time across the country, where you know how people respond to adversity and anger and different things. You know, you see some reactionary bits and pieces, but you know, that's why, you know, to me, some of it we address and we move on.
Everybody good?